problems with equations. And then they think, oh my God, do I have to remember that equation? Yeah, and then they hope at the exams that they put in the right numbers at the right place, and then they pass the course, and they have learned nothing. Because they never learned to look through the equation. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
But I'm fully aware of that. But we have them at MIT too.
And there's another extreme to that. Some teachers try to overcome that by being too familiar with the students, making too many jokes that are not relevant to what
Yeah, but this has nothing to do with jokes. Now you talk about social things. In other words, there are two different things that you discuss. One is to remove the barrier, the social barrier between the student and the professor. And that most professors at MIT know how to do that. In other words, the student can call almost every professor by his first name. Even during the lecture, there is a friendly rapport between the two. Student asks a question, professor walks up to the student, talks to the student. In other words, we remove the fact that the professor is here and that the student is there. We make it like this. It's always a little bit high, of course, but we do it a bit. That's one aspect. To be a bad teacher is something else. So don't confuse the two.
But I do think the two are intertwined.
I've never seen that. That's fine. Maybe in your case. I have never seen. I see it completely different. In other words, I see people who are outstanding lecturers, but yet they keep distance. I know people who do not keep distance and are lousy teachers. There's no one-to-one connection. Any combination happens. But you may have experienced that if they are buddy-buddy, then they are bad teachers for you in general? Yeah, okay. No, I have not seen that connection in my... I know many professors at MIT invite students to have tea with them in their office, and they could still be brilliant teachers. Tea in their office. So that's very close. That's very close. You know, if you ask them for tea in your office, to give them the feeling you care for them. And when you have tea with them, you ask about their parents, about their brothers, about their sisters, about their future. So they make, you show interest in them. And they can still be outstanding teachers. There's no such thing that closeness would interfere with good teaching. But they can be bad teachers. That's an independent issue.
So does it hurt? So has it ever hurt when a student has left physics? One of your students.
So he asked that
does it ever hurt when
you have to translate?
Yes,
okay. So does it ever hurt when a student leaves you and a student put a lot of effort into a student maybe and
so he asked that does it ever hurt if a student whom you have spent a lot of time with leaves physics or something?
I don't. You have. What is the question? I don't understand. No, you have to tell me.
So he says that does it ever hurt you if a student whom you have spent a lot of time leaves physics?
No, that doesn't. I never try to talk a student even into taking physics. So students come to me and they love my lectures and then they say, oh, professor, I'm going to study physics. And then I say, why? And then they say, because of you. I said, that's the wrong reason. Because I am, what you are going to see in your life in physics is not Walter Lewin. It's a whole different environment. So you should study physics if you love physics. But often do I convince them that they should not take physics. So I have no interest at all in trying to get people to do physics. Many students at MIT come to me, civil engineers, computer science, come to my office and they say, Professor Lewin, we love your lecture so much, we're going to change from aero and astro to physics. I give them a hard time. I want very good arguments why they want that. In general, the arguments are the wrong arguments. They never say, we love physics. They say, we love you. That's the wrong reason to change. So I'm certainly not someone who artificially tries to get people in. There are people who go for admission to MIT. They write the reason why they want to go to MIT. Many say, we want to be a student at MIT because Walter Lewin is teaching there. Chances are 99% they never have me. So it's the wrong reason, and the admission office will not pay much attention to that.
So we'll have to leave so we can like quickly sign the last one.
Okay, yeah, it's 12 o'clock, we have to leave. So I will sign then the last. Oh, yeah, Feynman, I don't like. I hate to use this filthy pen on Richard. So I'll try to make it very neat. 4 A R T H A K. Yeah?
And sir, when I was in high school, your lectures had really motivated me.
I know, that happens for many people. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If that makes you enthusiastic for physics, that's not unreasonable that you then study physics. However, the danger is that you do it because you like me. That's the wrong reason. But if I open up the world for you, and that you say, my God, I now look at the world in a different way. That's my goal. I want you to look at the world in a different way. And I even make the statement before I start any course. I say, once you have taken this course, your life will have changed. And I get countless people who at the end of the course say, no, and I say, and in addition, whether you like it or not, you will love physics. And then at the end of the course, I get loads of people who write me, Professor Lewin, you made that commitment and you were right. My life has changed and I love physics. Yeah. And then, of course, many change from, they want to change their major to physics, which is okay, but I still sometimes try to talk them out of it. Okay, we have to leave. You want me to write my name on here? I need a magnifying glass.
Anil, एक photo.
सामने देखो। हाँ सर